Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today I'm going to teach you the topic punctuation. Before discussing it in detail, let me begin by giving a brief introduction or definition of punctuation. Punctuation is the art of putting stops in a piece of writing. It makes a sentence meaningful. It makes a sentence understandable, comprehensible. Okay? It is only through punctuation that we are able to read and comprehend what is there. The main purpose of punctuation is to help the reader to understand the views of a writer. It's only through punctuation that we are able to study a chapter, to read a book, to read even a newspaper, because without a punctuation, the sentence or the chapter will look a haphazard or in a very, incomprehensible way. We may not be able to understand or to get what is there or what the writer is trying to make us understand, or what the writer is trying to tell us. So punctuation is a very important aspect in English grammar, and it is a very important point for everyone to understand. There are many types of punctuation. We don't call them types, we call them stops. The punctuation points or the marks of punctuation are called as stops, not types. So there are more than 10 punctuation marks in the English grammar, but the most commonly used in punctuation marks are these, all of them. So there are many, no doubt there are many punctuation marks, but there are today I'm going to discuss only 10, because these are the main and these are used in almost every sentence, every chapter. Okay, so the first one being full stop, comma, colon, semicolon, question mark, exclamation mark, inverted commas, apostrophe, dash, brackets. This is also called as parenthesis. But so let me begin with the first and the foremost punctuation mark, that is full stop. Full stop, the basic and the first punctuation mark, is used at three places. Okay, so the first one being it is used at the end of a statement. When a person gives a statement or talks about something, be it positive, be it negative, full stop is used in both the cases. Okay, for example, it gives us these are the basic or simple sentences of English grammar. For example, he is a boy, she is a girl. We always use full stop at the end of these sentences. Now, if I talk about negative sentences, for example, she is not my sister, he is not playing football. When a sentence includes not in it, it becomes a negative sentence. So, and in both these cases, we make use of full stop. Okay. The second one is full stop is used at the end of an imperative sentence. If I have to define imperative sentence is a type of sentence which expresses command, order, request, or advice. For example, if I talk about command, stand up, this is a command, and this is a part of imperative sentence. In the same way, order, bring me a glass of water, this is a order, an order. In the same way, request, when we make request, please can you shut the door, this is a request, so this is also a part of imperative sentence. And in the same way, advice is included in the imperative sentence as well. The example of imperative sentences is shut the door, do not sit here. In both these cases, we make use of full stop. And the third and the last use of full stop is after abbreviation. Whenever we write an abbreviation, for example, MA, we make a use of full stop. MBPS. Full stop is used many times, but this is necessary because this goes with the rule of the grammar. Okay, so if I just revise the usage of full stop, it is full stop is used at the end of positive as well as negative statement. Full stop is used at the end of imperative statement, and full stop is used after abbreviation. Now coming to the second punctuation mark, that is question mark. This is the second punctuation mark that we make use of very commonly. Okay, so what is the usage of question mark? Question mark has only one usage, that is it is used at the end of a direct question. By direct question I mean when two persons are conversing, or when we are having looking at a direct speech. At that point, when a person poses a question, you make use of question mark. Okay, so question mark is always used at the end of a direct question. For example, what is your name? How old are you? What can I do for you? Where were you? Who is there? Etc. and etc. But there is a very important note associated with question mark, that is question mark is not used of after an indirect question. Question mark is not at all used after an indirect question. You all may know that indirect speech refers to when a person reports someone other's speech. For example, she asked me, this is someone else reporting this statement. This is not a direct, this is not a conversation between two people. This is a reporting speech. This is someone else reporting someone else's conversation. She asked me if my mother was ill. This is a question, but in a very indirect way, so we don't make use of question mark at that point. So if I recapitulate, question mark has only one use, and that is it is used at the end of a direct question. The third punctuation mark that I'm going to discuss is exclamation mark. Okay, exclamation mark has two uses. First, exclamation mark is used at the end of exclamatory sentences. Now, for those who don't know what exclamatory sentences means, exclamatory sentence is a sentence that expresses surprise, joy, or sudden outburst of feeling. Okay, for example, what a lovely flower, or alas, hooray. These are exclamatory sentences with the exclamation mark at their end. Okay, and then the second important use of exclamation mark is that it is used at the end of the optative sentence. Optative sentence is a sentence that expresses a wish or desire. For example, may he live long. This is a wish, that I wish he live long, and I wish he were a king. This is the person's desire, that oh, how much I wish he were a king. So this, if I have to recapitulate exclamatory mark once again, exclamatory mark is used at the end of two types of sentences. First, exclamatory sentence, and then the second, optative sentences. Now coming to the fourth important punctuation mark, apostrophe. Apostrophe is another punctuation mark, and it has two word uses. First, the first use is apostrophe is used to indicate the possessive nouns. Possessive nouns, for those who don't know or who don't understand what possessive nouns are used when a noun shows possession. Or if I have to put this in more simpler words, when a particular thing when we have to show that a particular thing belongs to a particular noun or a person, we use possessive nouns, and for this matter we use apostrophe. For example, if I have to show that a particular book belongs to a person named Sham, we say it is Sham's book. Sham's, and we make use of apostrophe. This is the possessive noun because in this a particular thing is shown to be belonging to some particular person. So this is what I mean when I say that when a noun shows possession. Here, this Sham is a noun who shows possession of this book. So this is the possessive noun. In the same way, Sarah's journey. This journey belongs to Sarah, so this is the possessive noun. And in this matter, when we have to define or discuss a possessive noun, we make use of apostrophe. And the second use of apostrophe is it is used to indicate the omission of a letter. Now we all know that in grammar we omit certain words. For example, we write don't instead of do not, need not instead of need not, right? So to omit a letter we make use of these apostrophes. This is why apostrophe is used in these places. For example, we also use can't for cannot. So a quick recapitulation of this is apostrophe is used to indicate the possessive nouns, and possessive noun is something when a noun shows possession. For example, Sham's book, drums, clothes, Hina's pen, etc. And it's also used to indicate the omission of letter. For example, when we use do not, don't instead of do not, we make use of this apostrophe. Okay, this is enough for today's video, inshallah. The next punctuation marks will be discussed in the next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.